Zidane Dayani, Electro Ninja here, and welcome back to Electro Ninja's Lab. In today's video, we are going to be talking about the Endeavor arc, but more specifically, episode 87 of My Hero Academia. Now, first off, I would just like to say that the Endeavor arc isn't actually a physical or a specific arc. The arc is taking place over a long period of time, and just so happens that I consider episode 87 to be the true start of it. You see, Endeavor is changing, and this is very obvious from the movie, from the actual anime, the manga, but episode 87 is really where you get to see him change. Now, first off, episode 87 is not actually part of volume 21. It's just that 21 happens to be the best cover to actually illustrate what is going on. So let's actually put this away, because this is not actually what we're talking about today. We're talking about volume 20, which this first episode of the arc, episode 87, starts off with chapter 184, which starts off by, well, saying that Eri is now going to be living actually at the school. She is going to be living with Aizawa and Mirio. I'm not exactly certain exactly where, but the point is that she's going to be living with Class 1A now. I'm not 100% sure if she's going to be getting her own room in the actual building with Class 1A, but it would not surprise me if that is actually going to be the case. Currently, they're saying that she's going to be spending a lot of time with Aizawa in the one class. In the one building. I'm forgetting where. I'm not remembering. But in the anime, it specifically says that, oh yeah, she'll be staying in the faculty dorms. And basically with Aizawa. And this is a very important aspect, and the fact of the matter is that Eri is basically becoming Aizawa's daughter. It's so cute. There's a lot that's going to be going on with Eri and Aizawa in the future, and even though she doesn't get very much time next season, I'm sure that there's going to be a lot more that's going to be happening with Eri throughout the rest of the show. So, yeah. But then the episode goes into the Wild Wild Pussycats showing up, including Koda, who is such a frickin' tsundere towards Deku. There's a lot of stuff that they talk about, specifically how the heroes are about to be ranked. And it's really exciting to see. As we all know, All Might was the number one hero. But now there is a lot of other heroes that are going to be taking up the spots. First off, Ryuku, whatever her name is, the dragon hero who recently showed up in the actual anime and the manga. She is number 10 now. She was number 9 and now she's number 10. Next is the equipped hero number 9, which we haven't met yet. Next is Wash, who is just so... why is he the number 8 hero? I don't know. Kamui Woods is number 7, which I actually do want to talk about him at some point. I want to do a full-length theory about him because he's really cool. But that is something interesting to talk about. And yeah, number 6 is Shield Hero Crust, which honestly, I want to know more about him. Number 5 is the Rabbit Hero Mirko. Mirko? I don't know. Number 4 is Edgeshot, who obviously that makes a lot of sense. Best Genius is number 3. Number 2 is Hawks, and of course, Endeavor is number 1. And they get to do a lot of stuff with the interview, and Hux steals the frickin' show, being a jerk. And Endeavor wants to show that he is more than he was. He is going to change. And that is obvious. While obviously he has still the same basic aspects of himself that are going to be a bit of a problem, he's different. He's going to become different. He's going to grow and change. There's obviously a lot of stuff that happens with the Nomu and stuff, but Endeavor, the whole point of him in these 2 episodes is that he is changing, and he is the primary focus. You don't really get to see too much that's different between the anime and the manga. A few things are a little bit flashier in the manga, a few things are better in the anime. There's really too many things that are different, and it's hard to really say which one's better. Hawks being quick and stuff is better portrayed in the manga, but at least in my opinion. And as for other things, it's better in the anime, specifically actual fight scenes. While there haven't been any fights currently, there is a lot that is going to be happening. But the point of it is that Endeavor is changing. This first episode delves deeply into who he is as a hero. Does he want to continue to be who he's been, being cold to his fans and all this stuff? Or does he want to start being a nice guy? He wants to improve and be better, which is honestly how he should be. He knows that his kids, they need a father. They need someone who will actually care about them. He's already lost a child. One of them is gone. He doesn't know where. And the other 2 oldest are resenting him, thinking of leaving. The girl, I always forget what her name is doesn't want to leave until both of the boys leave, but she's planning on leaving. It's clear. Both of the boys want to leave. Shoto can't leave because of the fact that he's currently at school, but the other one is highly considering it, wanting to be like his brother and leave the family. We don't know what happened, and it's obvious. There's a lot of stuff to unpack here. So he starts by trying to be friendlier with his fans. Starting off with the one that we saw with the Wind Hero. Inasa, I believe his name is. We saw that a few episodes ago when he met him at the training place to get where he's getting his license. They are on better terms. Inasa may become Endeavor's fan again. He's still not a super fan of him, but he is more. He's become friends with Shoto. And Endeavor, he's starting to become more of a fan of. As for other fans that have been introduced in this episode and will have some importance next episode, they're also impressed. They're shocked, to say the least, but eventually they're going to come around to realizing, you know what? He is a better hero. Endeavor may lose some of his fans because they realize, oh, he's not as distant and cool and blah, blah, blah. Being a jerk is not cool, kids. But he's not like that anymore, so they leave him. But they return when they've realized, you know what, this is actually better. He wants to be a better human, and we should respect that, and we should grow along with him. And they turn around and do that. I know that's technically a spoiler, but it's honestly the truth. Endeavor is going to lose fans temporarily, but those fans will come back and new fans will come. Because Endeavor, he's going to grow. He's going to grow to become the #1 hero. At least until Class 1A finishes their training and becomes new heroes. And becomes the new #1s. Probably taking up at least the top 10 spots, maybe the top 20 for Class 1A. Maybe Class 1B will also be taking up those spots. Will Mirio and the others, the other big three, also be getting those spots? It's definitely a possibility. These kids are becoming better, and so is Endeavor. There's a lot to unpack in the future, and when we actually get to see the fight between Endeavor and the Nomu, there's a lot that will be happening. The fight, while it's cool, it's awesome to see them slug it out, blasting fire from Endeavor and all of the weird, crazy attacks from the new Nomu, which I do actually know a lot about. These fights are going to be insane to see. And eventually, he's going to take him out. He's going to save the day. And then eventually, he's going to have to fight off Dabi, who, along with many other fans, I believe is his lost son. The son who has lost his way. Will he eventually become good again? It's definitely a possibility, but for now, it's a question. It's an honest question of what's going to happen. And with that, he is going to finally be able to make recompense with his family next episode. Next episode is a family episode. An episode about Endeavor and his family. Him apologizing to his kids. Him wanting to make amends with his wife. Maybe eventually get her out of the hospital. Bring her home. Let her spend time with her kids when she really needs it. Try to be a good husband and a good father. That is who Endeavor wants to be. And whether or not that's who he becomes, if he remains the #1 hero and also becomes a good father and a good husband, remains to be seen. But what I know is happening will honestly make it better. This is the start of the Endeavor arc. It's not the end. These 2 episodes, they're huge, important steps for who he is to become. But they're not the end. You may not have actually seen the new cover for Volume 26 yet, but he's on it, along with Deku, Todoroki, and Bakugo. The 3, or should I say 4 of them, are about to go on something, on a mission, together. What they become is left to be seen, but it's clear that while this is the start of the Endeavor arc, along with, to a certain extent, it's the start of the villain arc, and next episode is the start of the battle arc against the other classmates. Between the classmates of Class 1A and Class 1B, that arc is starting, and the villain arc is also about to start. This is the start of all three of these arcs, all happening simultaneously. Endeavor has to grow as a human, and it's going to take a little bit of time. Deku is about to gain powers that he has never believed he had. And the villains, there's a lot to be unpacked there. And what will happen remains to be seen. But I know that a lot of people will be excited for Season 5 and Season 4. With Season 4 ending and Season 5 beginning, Season 6, honestly, just around a few corners. There's a lot to be ready for and to be excited about, because My Hero isn't ending anytime soon. It's going to grow, and it's going to make people be happy and change. That is the true meaning of the Endeavor arc. But anyways, guys, I hope that this video helped you realize how important this arc is. And I know that this episode was different from my usual episodes in review and talking about the differences between the anime and the manga, but there's really nothing to discuss here. They're pretty identical. Just better colors, better animation. I'm ready. We're ready. We are 100% ready to see how things are going to go out throughout the rest. My Hero is about to become true heroes. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think of all of this down in the comments below. Leave your theories and any other thoughts down in the comments. Make sure if you are going to leave a theory to put hashtag theory review so that they can show up in my fan theory review video. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and ring that notification bell. And of course, if you want to support the channel even more, don't forget to check out the other links down in the description, including my Twitter, my Instagram, my merch store, and of course, my book. But anyways, guys, I've been Electro Ninja, and I will see you guys next time. But on.